What's going on?
I love it every time. It's so much fun.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there in TV land?
TV land.
Computer land, YouTube land, all the lands.
All the lands.
Twitter land, Facebook land.
Yeah, all the lands.
Land many.
Lamb. Oh, land.
Land.
What about lambs?
We missed a week, and we deeply apologize for that. We are back, though. Start off the show with our little sponsor speech. The Warehouse, 119 Liberty Street, Newburgh, New York. 24 taps, 50 types of burgers. You can go there for your meats and your veg.
I feel like we change it up every week.
Oh, you can vegetables?
You can go, yeah. All right, over there, Popeye.
Hey.
Or Pookie.
Oh, okay. You know what? We're done with that. All right.
Pookie.
Some certain Twitter followers decided to start dubbing me as Pookie.
Pookie.
Yes.
I'm like this asshat over here. Who's call me Officer Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
I'm Kung Fu Panda. Because I keep saying that I can kick Eugene's ass.
Yeah. So someone posted or
I'm gonna beat the shit out of Eugene.
Was it? Who was it? Was it Marissa that posted the Eugene thing?
I don't remember. I think it might have been, yeah.
Somebody posted the old Eugene karate thing, and then they were like, "You think you could beat his ass now, Ryan?" So I was like, I posted like Kung Fu Panda, and I was just like,
I'm gonna wreck it.
While we're on the topic of it,
yeah.
I took a little screenshot for you guys, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think that could kick my ass?
That's what you chose to kick. Like,
Yeah, that's the guy you chose.
I'm just saying that, he's a little...
He can make a bullet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, but he's here's my problem with that logic, is that we're ready to fight. He's gonna be like, hold on a second, I need to make a bullet.
He could have already made it, knowing that.
No, he's not. He's Negan's bitch now.
Shit. Well, he's making bullets still. That means it's gonna be even harder.
Whatever, I'm done with this conversation.
Alright, Pookie.
You
son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Went to the Pookie.
Alright. Sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, so I have a question on our Facebook page. This is from Marissa also.
Oh, I read this one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
This is a little thing that she would like us to start doing, kind of like a little segment that we can include. It's called, she said, "Hey guys, would love to see if you guys could do a segment of Would You Rather on the podcast." So it's a pretty good idea.
I like that.
Yeah. So I think what I'll do is either one of us will come up with the Would You Rather of the week, or
I think it's better when they do
we can have you guys do it because we enjoy stuff like this. So
it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, if you guys want to rotate, or if people just you want to dub someone, as far as the Would You Rather question of the week.
Does it have to be Walking Dead related?
That's the thing. You know what? This could be a Would You Rather anything. It doesn't have to be Walking Dead.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
It could be anything. I mean, I'm fine with anything. You okay with anything?
I can think.
Yeah, it's gonna get nuts, I'm sure. So.
Emphasis on nuts.
Would you rather?
This is Would You Rather 1, be on cleanup duty every time Negan uses Lucille. 2, have Negan iron your face. Or 3, become one of Negan's wives. I went first last week.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'll go first. I'll be honest. I would look hot in one of those black dresses.
Okay. Well, so you're admitting you'd be a cross-dresser.
No, I'm only kidding. No, I would not. Not at all.
You know that's recorded, right?
I know. Okay, yeah.
So, cleanup duty.
Cleanup duty, absolutely.
Cleanup duty?
No. He already answered.
No. That was my joke. That's my honest answer. I mean, do you think that I go home and put on a... Never mind. I don't want your honest answer to that.
I don't know, Pookie, do you?
Fuck you.
No, alright, go ahead.
Real answer.
Yeah, no, I think cleanup duty, because at that point, in the zombie apocalypse, you've already seen some shit. Mm-hmm. You've already done some shit.
Right.
So, what's a little bit more guts?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it would be a different story if it turns out to be someone you know. You know what I mean? But it's like, if it's some random asshole that Negan decided to bash his head in, alright, whatever. You know what I mean? Just pick him up, throw him out, burn him, whatever. Do whatever. I don't think cleanup duty would be that bad.
Yeah, I think, you know what, not for nothing, but out of all three of these Would You Rathers, one is the scapegoat. That's the one that I'm pretty sure we're all going to go to. Because, I mean, number one, you're not ironing my face.
No, you can't iron this.
You're not ironing my face.
You can't iron that.
My face has been through enough already. On the you can't tell, but on the right angle, this thing is bent on a 90. It's bad. Like look, it's like Play-Doh.
Dude, I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
Besides on camera.
Neither have I.
Dude, I've known you for a long time, and I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Did you break it?
It's like, oh, this thing's been broken many times.
Are you serious?
Yeah. This thing's like Play-Doh.
I have never
I can do that
noticed
little challenge where you make your nose do the butt dance. You know what I mean? You just
Oh, you
twerk?
Sharpie
yeah, you make it twerk.
Make it
And stuff.
twerk.
Yeah, you make it twerk. Look at this thing. Huh?
I'm having so much fun watching this right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn.
My
it's a
milkshake
little
brings the
amusing.
boys to the yard. That's right. It's better than yeah.
So you're saying you would go out with cleanup duty?
Of course, I'm gonna go clean up duty. I'm not gonna. Number one, I'm not gonna be nobody's wife. That's like prison talk.
I'm gonna be nobody's prison.
I ain't gonna be nobody's prison. I'm not gonna be nobody's wife.
All right.
So you're
You're
saying
gonna be my wife.
Right.
So you're saying you wouldn't be Negan's bitch?
I wouldn't be. Thank you.
No problem.
I didn't want to say the B word. You've said it 5 times already. I'm curbing my tongue, and you're a potty mouth.
Wow, this is talk about roleplay. This is weird.
Yeah.
Talk about
Ryan
roleplay.
is actually me tonight, and I'm Ryan.
You know what? I think I'm just channeling Negan. You know what I mean? I just
yeah.
gotta, you know.
It's true. He's got the whole ensemble.
I gotta play the part, you know.
Yes. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go clean up duty. I mean,
Yeah, I guess so. That's the easiest one out of all. If you really
Yeah.
want to go with a wild card, you get ironed in the face. But
yeah,
think
I would
would
never be.
I mean, why would you
No.
willingly subject yourself to that?
See, here's the thing.
I think they have to be more extreme. Like they have to be
Yeah.
equal extremes.
Yeah, exactly. Equal
Yeah.
extremes. You know, the one is kind of like a let off. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, clean up duty. Yeah, whatever. I'll clean up blood and brains and shit all day. You know.
Yeah.
Use that organic spray on it.
So yeah, as far,
That's the power of what pine
Pine
sol.
sol.
yeah,
Power Pine-Sol.
lemon pledge. So yeah, I mean that would be me. What about you?
I would do the same thing.
Same thing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the
Yeah.
easy.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is great. Three great choices, but it's
Right.
like, you know, like you said, it has to be kind of like the same amount of extreme because, like, I mean, that's nothing compared to getting a hot iron to your face and pissing yourself. And
If we had to pick one to supplement that one, the scapegoat one, what would we pick? What would be like a bad one? You would have to kill one of your team, person from your team with Lucille.
Wait, what?
Like I'm saying, so it's to supplement
One of-
the cleanup detail.
Right,
Like,
right.
what would make that more difficult?
you would have to choose.
Like you'd have
Like,
to,
Negan's next
You have to
victim.
bludgeon someone with Lucille,
like somebody that was close to you, like the person,
or iron someone's face,
or no. I'm saying like even just that one question, like
No, I'm saying, but make it
yeah.
fill in with the other two. So
No,
it'd
just
be
that,
iron-
even just that one. Like you have iron in the face or be Negan's
Right.
little bitch.
right,
I saw-
I'm the only one.
or bludgeon someone,
right, or bludgeon someone, not taking it, removing.
removing that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it has to be somebody like close to you.
See, I would think that what I would put would be you'd have to choose Negan's next victim, and it's someone from your group.
Yeah. Oh, that's easy. What?
You gonna choose me?
No.
Oh.
Like you mean this group,
Yeah.
or you mean like
Hey, man,
like the group on the TV
Well, you looked,
show?
you
I
looked
bet,
in
like,
a
the
general
group.
direction.
Well, no, because I was like, if it's somebody on the show, his next victim would be easy. For
No,
me.
I'm talking about like if it was like real life, like.
Oh,
us
then
three.
you're gonna iron my face.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna iron my face.
What's
Yeah.
next?
I'll take one for the team. I'll take it for the team. Yeah,
Do I get to pick what he irons my face with? Take like a
it's gonna be an iron.
no. Well, yeah, I guess
It's gonna be the iron that he had, you know.
You want to brand it?
do like a Foreman
100% beef, baby.
a Foreman grill, just like got the straight line.
USDA choice.
Just like the waffling
brand,
pattern on the.
Yeah. Wait,
Waffling.
how about no iron? Could
that
you,
Bisquick?
could you brand me? Could you give me good branding? Maybe I don't know. I love mom tattoo or
I would take
something.
a brand
Yeah, there
over a
you go.
freaking iron.
You could brand. Yeah, I would take. You know what? You could brand me in 5 different spots over an iron.
Brand, oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you could take like each ass cheek,
What would be-
each
yeah.
shoulder, and maybe a tit. A boob. A man chest. A chest. Sorry. A man. A moob.
Well,
a man
a
moob.
moob.
A moob.
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 There we go.
All right, so
Man.
there's your answers. Hope you appreciate it.
That spiraled out of control quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
So
It usually
yeah.
So, wait, did we even finish the sponsors?
No, we didn't. You guys completely cut me
Rewind.
off.
Sorry about that. Let's
You know,
go to back it up
thank
a
you,
little bit.
Warehouse, for doing what you do.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, we did have Montebello's again tonight. Thanks, Montebello's, for
Montebello.
your
Delicious.
pizza and wings. That was good. Real quick on episode 7, just because everyone's already up to par. We kind of missed a week, but just some of the things that I thought were really cool in episode 7. The speaking of the iron, the scene where Negan irons Mark's face for the whole wife girlfriend thingy, whatever. Really good. It was cool to see like happen live because it's something you see in the comic.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to see like the screenplay of it happen. So I thought that was a really cool, iconic scene you got to watch. Even like from the comic to the show, the language and everything, like, you know, just in perfect symmetry, pretty much.
And I didn't read the comic. I'm reading the comic books right now, and I haven't caught up Step Art yet. But from what I understand, it's like almost like play for play with the iron, where it's like he pulls it off and the skin it peels off with it. You know what I mean?
He even says, you know, like he pissed himself, all that stuff. It's great. One other thing I wanted to talk about was when Negan is with Carl and he's telling him, you know, has him take it off and shows his face and everything, and you know, you kind of see like this little sentimental side of Negan. Starts asking him about his, you know, about his mother, has him sing him a song, which obviously we know is the name of the episode. You know, and as Carl's singing, oh shit,
You Are My Sunshine.
You Are My Sunshine. You know, Negan gets up and he's swinging Lucille around, and he's like, you know, don't mind me, don't let me distract you, and all this stuff, and he's taking these swings and he's whatever.
Can I just say really quick that I was really hoping that Carl would sing "Eye of the Tiger."
Another one bites the dust.
There we go.
Something like that. I found it kind of, I mean, that whole scene kind of creeped me out a little bit. It's creepy, you know, like, here's Carl singing, he's swinging the bat around and, like, enjoying, like, in a joyful banter.
Like, and Carl's on the brink of a nervous breakdown at this point.
Yeah. So, you know, that was just a creepy scene. The other thing is, you know, when they're sitting down talking, this is probably is this the second... I wouldn't say the second time he's forgotten Lucille, because the first time he tried walking away and Rick had it, Lucille. He's like, oh, what am I doing? You know, I almost forgot Lucille, you know what I mean? They show them on the couch talking back and forth, and Fat Joey comes in, and he's like, you know, sorry to interrupt, but, you know, you forgot Lucille outside. Someone I was talking to pointed out, his name's Aaron, pointed out, he goes, do you think that was like a little bit of a sign that maybe Negan's like losing it?
Yeah.
Kind of like he's kind of like, you know,
he's like slipping further and further into his own delusions.
You know, like, yeah, I mean, you forgot your killing weapon. You're leaving Lucille all over the place. Apparently, you're forgetting it.
Who essentially he treats Lucille better than any of his wives.
Right. So, you know, he's like, wow. He's like, I almost never do that. He's like, I must have gotten all caught up with the kid, meaning Carl. So, you know,
so you think that him leaving it everywhere is a sign that he's like slipping?
Maybe, maybe.
And I think that slip might go too far at some point.
Right.
And Rick and Ezekiel and Jesus and the entire group is going to take advantage of him making a mistake.
Right.
They're going to see that opportunity and they're going to take it.
Right.
I do want to say that Fat Joseph is my spirit animal, though. I will point that out.
Spirit animal.
Because that whole interaction between Negan and Fat Joseph with Lucille, that sounds like me. Like how awkward I would be in that situation. I'd be like, yes, sir. Yeah. You know, that would be me. And
the one thing that I want a backstory on Negan. He was, I guess, you know, a teacher at one point in his previous life to this and everything. We don't know anything about his family or anything like that. But the one thing that keeps catching my eye, and I tweeted about it during the show, is, you know, he always has this bandage. This part of his left arm is always wrapped up all the time. So when he's talking to Carl about, you know, asking him about how is, you know, what about your mom? Where is she? And Carl's like, you know, he just shakes his head and he's like, oh, damn, you know, whatever. And then he's like, what happened? And he's like, well, I shot her. And he's like, Jesus, kid. He's like, that's why you're such, you know, you're such like a little
serial killer in the making.
Yeah, serial killer in the making.
Yep.
But once again, you see this side of Negan that you're kind of, you know, he's very low key. He's kind of sincere. And, you know, that with that bandage being there, number one, it's the left arm. He does have other tattoos on his body that you could see throughout the episode.
Yep.
It makes me wonder if there's something down here that might have to do with his past. Maybe it's
something that makes him weak almost.
Maybe it's like his wife and kids' names, or like, who knows?
That's a good point.
And maybe he doesn't want to see that. Maybe he doesn't want to look at it. But also, that could be a reason why he's so attached to Judith. When he saw Judith, he was just this different person.
And he even talked about like getting a vacation home there, and living there and stuff.
So it's just kind of like it's just something that I've keyed in on. I really want a backstory on him because it's driving me crazy. I want to know what that part of his arm is wrapped up.
Like I literally have the feeling that he had a family, a wife, kids, and that when the zombie apocalypse happened, he lost his family. That started his delusions. He started losing it because look at the emotional anguish that Rick went through when he lost Lori.
Right.
You couple imagine if Rick lost Lori, Judith, and Carl all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know how much that would mess with him.
Right.
Well, that happened to Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham lost.
And Abraham, he would have flashbacks.
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder if part of it was also the fact that Rick had people there to kind of bring him back and be that, like, he had Herschel at the time.
But Negan might not have had that.
Right. So that could have been a difference.
Completely gone. And I'm wondering if, like, maybe he had, like, his wife's name or his, like, children's names or something like that. And he's trying to hide.
Or even if he had like some kind of design, like with
that was symbolic,
a tree, like it could have been like a family tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anything. Or you get maybe this weird connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that would explain why when like Carl when he asked like you said when he asked about Lori and Carl was like I had to shoot her before it. And then Negan cut him off.
Yeah.
And Negan seemed to like really feel like anguish over the way Carl was feeling about it, which we're not used to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was a very like I know we talked about it weeks ago on the podcast about this weird dynamic that was going to be happening between Negan and Carl, and I feel like this whole episode was like the past two episodes, involved a lot of Negan and Carl love fest,
Yeah.
And it was some kind of weird dynamic, but it was kind of interesting to see also because, like you said, when he dealing with Carl and Judith, Negan took on more of a fatherly role,
right?
Instead of this, cold-hearted badass.
Yeah, we'll get into that. And we'll lead right into that.
Yep.
Do you have anything else to take away from episode 7?
No, that was pretty much the interaction between him and Carl was.
Yeah. As far as episode 7 goes, out of season 7, those were like our main takeaways. We don't want to spend too much time on it. If there's anything that you guys wanted us to retouch on or whatever like that, just you know what to do. Hit us up, Facebook, Twitter, or on our webpage, whatever. So episode 8, the mid-season finale. I got to live tweet with a lot of you. It was very good. A lot of cool things happening in this episode to bring the second part of the series together. A lot of us know what'll happen at the start of the second half of season 7, and I don't want to get too far into it, so that the people that might not know, we don't want to give it away yet. But a couple things. We have Aaron and we have Rick. They're out scavenging, whatever. They find the boathouse. That pond. I don't know if any of you guys did you guys recognize that pond at all? Mm-mm. Did anybody recognize that pond? You pay attention to that pond. That's the same pond that the governor tossed. The hell was his name? This Spanish dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ricardo. Was it Ricardo?
I think it was Ricardo. Is something Rodriguez?
Rodriguez? Maybe. Spanish guy. That's the same pond that the governor tossed him in. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They use a lot of the same sites for filming.
Yeah.
They keep everything in like a small knit area. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that pond's the same pond that the governor used to throw, I forget his name. I should have, if I wanted to really touch on that better, I should have remembered his name. I'm sure you guys will correct me like you usually do. So, fuck. Anyway, the boathouse. My theory, real quick, on that boathouse, and I got to touch on this quickly. Honestly, I think that boathouse not originally belongs to Dwight, but I think that's Dwight's stockpile. Mm. I think that's his personal stockpile.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because you really kind of see that he's really has a lot of inner turmoil going on between what's happening with Negan and his ex-wife, Right. And it almost looks like he's enough of his shit.
He gets a lot of time outside of the sanctuary. He does a lot of things, a lot of errands.
Yep.
I think it's his own personal stockpile that he's been. It was somebody else's obviously at one point. some persons.
I was going to say, because then what would be the significance of the sign that was in there?
I think that either he killed the guy or the guy died already. But I think he kind of, Dwight's that, if you look at his room, he's kind of like that kind of guy. He's a hoarder almost, a packer. And I think he was using that kind of thing as like his own private little area where he put shit for the day that things might happen or come. Mm-hmm. Which also leads me to believe that the person spying on them is also Dwight.
Also Dwight. Yep.
Yeah. There's also other thoughts out there that it could be a whisperer spying, which would be a really early sighting for the whisperers in the show. Anything's possible. It's a scout. It could be, Aaron was a scout for Alexandria, and we didn't, we never knew he was watching. Mm-hmm. So you never know.
I do want to point out what I pointed out to you guys. We see Dwight. He whittles a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's always carving stuff, just like Morgan is. And when Daryl goes into that room, there's these little like wooden chess pieces, yeah. And one of them looks just like Hilltop.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that was interesting is that you see the figure, and it looks just like Hilltop. And then at the end of the episode, the camera pans out as everyone's walking up to Hilltop, and you see the visual of the house that's on the top of Hilltop,
mm-hmm.
and it looks just like the figurine.
Right.
And the same, like, it's got the grass on the bottom,
mm-hmm.
and it looks just like it.
It did have like the pillars in the front and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
little cute little cameo.
Little cute little things we were able to find throughout the episode. The two clues that really clued me in on the fact that it could be. That I'm like leaning like 90% towards it being Dwight spying on them in the show. Everybody, you guys pointed out the boots with the wire wrapped around the shoes. Yep. I would have to go back and take a look at his boots and possibly try to get a shot of that.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but in his room where Daryl's where he changes his shirt and everything like that. If you pause that as he's got the door cracked and he's kind of like looking out the door. If you pause that screen right there, you will see a pair of binoculars hanging from the coat rack, and right where the chairs are in his room, you'll see a black hoodie. The one of the very last scenes you see in the episode is a person with binoculars. It's dark out, and you can see that they're covered in what would be a black hoodie. So, I'm leaning towards Dwight. We also know that Dwight wants to have that. He's trying to get that in. We know that he's going to flip. He's going to change sides. You could see it in his face. You could all the things that have happened. Every shot that Negan gives him is another shot that pushes him away.
Mm-hmm.
I also believe that he's the one who gave Daryl the note telling him to leave.
You think it was?
It was either him or
Jesus.
No, I think
you don't think. You think Jesus made it inside?
No, I think it might have been that chick, the one that told him to turn around the last time.
Oh, his wife?
Yeah,
Sherry.
Yep,
Sherry.
Yep.
So yeah, it could have been Sherry. It could have been. It was either Sherry
or Dwight, I guess.
Dwight or Jesus. Yeah, I didn't even think about Jesus. I mean, Jesus was there, and he's a sneaky bastard.
Yeah, he is.
So who knows? Jesus, I think, could be a wild card.
How could he get that far deep into it?
He's smart though.
I don't know. Yeah, he's very clever. He's kind of like a ninja. You said it, Matt.
Look at the truck.
He is very ninja-ish.
Ninja-ish.
Yeah.
Look at the truck. He takes out a bottle of maple syrup and he's like, and he looks at Carl's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm leaving a trail."
Right.
And it's like, who would think of that? Who would think that you're in the back of a truck about to go into hell?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of maple syrup and use it as a trail so I can find my way back.
And if you remember, in the beginning of the episode when Michonne's walking and whistling, she looks down at a trail of stuff. It's like this right in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And then when we got further into the episode, when he did that, I looked back. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Maybe that was
the same road.
Maybe that was freaking syrup."
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the whole road's dry. You just see this wet streak. Because at first I was like, one of the trucks is leaking oil or something. And then he did that with the maple syrup, and I'm like, "No shit! Maybe it was a trail of syrup."
Yeah.
So.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Good stuff.
What's everybody's obsession in that episode with whistling?
I don't know.
Like Negan, Michonne, and I'm like...
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
it's fun.
It's a quiet way of, I guess, it was actually a pretty genius way of her luring
the walkers
out. If you think about it, I mean, she's not making an excessive amount of noise, and she's just making enough noise for the distance that can travel.
Yeah. That's true.
So, and a very clever idea by her to block the road with the zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, that was very, very clever. You know, the women, once again, you know, we've been saying this whole season.
Oh, yeah.
The women have been extremely, extremely smart, clever. They've been the ones wanting to attack, and
they've been the driving force.
Yeah,
and they'll continue to be that.
You know, it's just it's a great switch to see. It shows you how powerful women can be when they take control and they are put in power of being able, you know, and very capable, you know. So kudos to the ladies.
Kudos.
What's next? What do you got? What's next?
I do want to point out that funny thing we talked about with Daryl when Negan says to Carl, "All right, Carl, we're going for a ride," and Carl goes, "Where?" And you know, and Negan's like, "You'll see."
Right.
They get in the box truck, and then you know Daryl's in the passenger seat, and he's like, "Hey, Dwight, you know, put Daryl back in his room for a timeout."
Right.
And Daryl's being dragged by his collar by Dwight, and you see Daryl look up, and
on
that's what on top of the truck was where Jesus was hiding, and Jesus is like sprawled out, like you know, and he's hiding.
It looks like the fucking Running Man symbol.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he's
plastered.
And then when they pull away, Jesus is no longer on the truck.
Yeah.
So where did he go?
Right.
Ninja.
I'm saying because
he's
you know,
clever.
there's that weird little no man's land that they have where all the walkers are there. So where did Jesus go?
Right.
There was no watchers that were watching that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so where the hell did Jesus disappear to?
Yeah.
Ninja.
You know, and then it was funny that Daryl looked up there, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, maybe Daryl saw him. But then when Daryl breaks out and he sees Jesus in the courtyard, and Jesus is like, Daryl, as he's bashing in Fat Joseph's head, you know, I'm like, Daryl looks surprised to see Jesus. So, you know, logically, wouldn't Daryl have, if he had seen Jesus up there, he would have been like, all right, Jesus is going to try to spring me.
Right.
And he wouldn't be surprised to see him, but he seems surprised to see him. So what the hell was Daryl looking at? Did he hear a noise or something?
Unless he thought that he left on the truck and he wasn't coming back.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Unless he was like, oh, shit, Jesus up there, he's leaving.
Yeah.
But at least he knows I'm here, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe Daryl thought it was like a little recon mission, like, oh, Jesus knows I'm here, and he was scoping it out, so now he's leaving on the truck. You know?
That whole dinner spaghetti scene. There was something weird about
that whole stint where Negan was in Rick's house was so bizarre. Like I pointed to Chris. The first thing he does, he's like, "Carl, give me the grand tour." And then Carl takes him into the one room, and Negan's got his shoes off, socks off, and he's
he's got his jacket on. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now?
We talked about how when you remember when Rick showed up to Alexandria, one of the first things he did was take a shower and shave.
Yep.
Clean face Rick.
White t-shirt.
White t-shirt, his jeans, whatever.
And he did the exact same.
You see, I didn't see him shower, but one of the things you see him, he's shaving.
But he's got
the white
grain.
He always go against the grain. So, you know, you see him shaving, and he's got clean face, white shirt, and it's just like you got Negan at Alexandria. He it's almost like he was wanting to become Rick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You think so?
Absolutely.
I don't.
I think he envies what Rick has.
I mean, you know, you see him playing with the faucets with the water. You know, all the, you know, wow, you guys have running water. You guys have this. You have air conditioning. You know, like you have like all these things. You know, he's holding Judith out on the balcony. He says, "Howdy, neighbor, come over later for some lemonade, or no, I'm gonna barbecue."
Yeah, we're gonna barbecue.
You know? It's like, you know, he seemed very at home. You know,
well, you know the saying, you know, for the man who has everything, it's still not enough.
Right.
That's the situation. Look, Negan's got this whole kingdom of people that are, you know, worshiping him. You know, and doing all his bidding for him, and you know, he hasn't made, and yet he still seems to want the one thing he doesn't have, a family.
Right.
And that just makes me think even more that he had a family that.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm convinced that also
gone.
he definitely had a family.
Yeah, because how many times he sits there, he's like, you know, Carl, I could kill you and your dad, and I could bury you out there, and you know, and all that stuff.
But think about all the amount of shit that Rick and Carl have given him and put him through.
Right.
He's killed people for less. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, even like when Carl was in the back of the car with the weapon, you know, the gun, and he's firing at everybody, and Negan's like, "Damn, you're a badass."
Yeah.
You know, and it's like anyone else, Negan would have been like, "Put him on the ground," you know.
Got him.
But Carl, he's like, "Come on," he
tells him, "You scared the shit out of me."
Yeah.
He's like, "Kid, you scared the shit out of me," you know, like.
Yeah. And then after Carl was crying, he's like, "Come on, kid, don't cry." That's a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, what does Negan care about Carl's, impressions on him?
I think just because he was so impressed with him that like how hard he is. And
Yeah. And that's the other thing. You kind of see Carl. I don't want to say respecting him, but you kind of see Carl kind of like
acknowledge who he is. Almost.
Yeah, because here you have this powerful man, this man in power, treating you a certain way, treating you not like a kid, not like an adult, not like Michonne and Rick, and how he's kind of treated with his Alexandria. He's still treated as like a kid.
Yep. Negan's
like, treating him like a man. Like, come on, kid, hasn't everybody busted your balls? This is man talk, busting your balls like man, and like this is, So I think he's kind of like,
he's conflicted.
Yeah, like, I don't want to like this guy, but you know what? He's treating me like an adult. He's treating me like a soldier, like a man. Like, no, I don't know what busting your balls is about. Like, he's like, come on, hasn't your father ever, taught you anything?
He's used to being coddled by his father. His father doesn't
he
tries to
do
protect him
anything.
much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's done that since the beginning.
Exactly. So I could see the confliction.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't like you. No, I don't want to hand you these roles. But
yeah, so stupid.
But I think it's just kind of like this shock and awe.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, it's gonna continue. It's gonna be fun to watch. The scene that we all were waiting for was Spencer dying. I wish it was a little bit more gory. And personally, I wish it was a little bit more gory.
Yeah. How's that possible?
I don't know.
That was pretty gory.
He was okay. It was kind of like he caught him and he seen him come out a little bit, and then like they cut away from it, and then just showed him like fainting to the ground.
I just wish that Negan had slashed him, and you just see all of his guts. Like, I mean, everything. Just
I want to see everything
the ground.
Yeah. Like, what he should have done, if you know how to do it right, is you stick, twist, rip.
Yeah.
So you stick, you twist, and you rip.
I don't know. I feel like his guts falling out was.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a.
It wasn't a huge.
It was kind of like a shit, and he was like,
he pulled a couple.
Okay, hold on. Oh, look!
Has anybody ever seen guts fall out of a body before?
On TV.
An actual body.
Oh no.
So how are we supposed to know
gravity?
Exactly what's supposed to...
Gravity. They're all being held in. Everything's held in,
and they fell out when he cut.
Yeah, but not
boom.
Like, you know what I mean? He kind of like played with it a little bit. He's kind of like, oh my guts.
Yes, they fall out, but they don't explode out because of gravity.
Not explode out, but if I, you would think that if I took a knife and I went like that, gravity and everything would just spill right out. Yeah, they kind of like.
That's what happened. He was trying to hold him in.
I wanted more.
He wasn't holding him like this. He was holding him like this, like holy shit.
Because they fell out. Because they fell out.
I just wish it was more.
All right.
It was still satisfying.
Sorry. All right. I wanted more.
I just don't know how you could have gotten more.
Just more. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe his heart, something. I don't know. Something else cool. I mean, a spleen, a liver.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool if like Negan just reached into his chest and just pulled out his heart, like beating heart,
fucking
like ancient Mayan on him, like
Was that Indiana Jones? Where
something like that.
Rips his heart out.
Did river dance in his guts.
River dance, like happy feet.
Feel like an Irish dick right on his intestines.
No arms.
River dance with the little headband on. I like it.
Yeah, something.
River dance.
We had a surprise, I guess. A lot of people were surprised about the second death. With Olivia. I did a poll before before everything started. About 10 minutes before the show started, I did a little poll. I said, who will be this? I felt that there was going to be a second death, and I posted either Olivia or Rosita, and Olivia got 100%. So I kind of rolled with that. And then they had that little twist of fate in there where you thought Rosita was going to die. And everybody's like...
I knew she wasn't, though, because Negan's thing is he doesn't punish the people that do stupid shit to him. He punishes the people around them to make them realize that they can't do that anymore, that their actions not only affect themselves, but other people around them.
Yeah.
And that's why when Daryl punched him in the face...
Yeah, he killed Glenn.
You know what I mean? Because now
Daryl killed Glenn. Sorry. Too late. Too soon? Too late?
Too late?
Too late?
I think there might be a couple Twitter followers that might be a little angry after this, but
Sorry.
You know who you are. You know exactly who you are. Pookie my ass.
Stop calling him Pookie.
Yeah, don't call him Pookie no more. Panda.
I should make a Twitter account just Pookie.
Kung Fu Pookie.
Kung Fu Pookie, I like
Kung
it.
Fu Pookie Bear.
Should get a tattoo.
Pookie Bear.
Pookie Bear? Oh no. Oh no. That is gonna catch fire.
Hashtag Pookie Bear. Anyway, we had Olivia die. Rosita pulled the gun after Negan killed Spencer, and she took a shot and she shot Lucille. Now the chances of that happening are
I had a few gripes about this.
being able to hit a baseball bat, with a bullet, like I could get it. I mean, the bat was dead center, but that bat, I'm thinking that he underpowered the bullet.
That's the only freaking. You saw the bullet. The bullet didn't even go in.
Number one, that bullet was fired out of a 50 cal Desert Eagle because I know my weapons. I don't think the casing itself could have been used for whatever, I guess.
But it looks so small. Looking for like a 9mm.
Yeah, but the gun that he shot when he shot that bullet through the window, that was a 50 cal Desert Eagle. Mm-hmm. So that's a 50 caliber casing. So I'm thinking he underpowered the round when he made it.
Yeah.
Because that bullet should have shattered that bat into pieces. Yeah. All right, not just grazed Lucille or put a little blemish in her face.
Negan should be dead.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, because that bullet probably should have, real life, that bullet should have blown that bat to smithereens and debris and everything, and the bullet would have kept traveling right into his head.
See, I actually thought that too. I thought that Eugene might have done it on purpose.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a big screw you.
After it happened, that's how I kind of felt, because he wasn't happy about making that bullet for Rosita.
Yeah.
He felt like he was betrayed into doing it.
Well, yeah, because she treated him like a piece of shit. Let's be honest. That's exactly how she treated him, and
right.
He was like, in his mind, he's grieving for Abraham just as much as she is.
Yeah.
They were best friends.
Right.
Out of everyone, they were the closest, to each other. And it's like, she treated him like that, like, he didn't have the right to grieve for him.
Yeah.
Even though Abraham almost killed him.
Yeah, exactly. But that was Eugene's fault.
Yeah, it was
he lied to everybody.
He deserved it. The mullet bullet.
The mullet bullet.
That's my nickname for Eugene.
Yeah. The mullet bullet.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as anything, I mean,
the interaction with Rick and Negan at the end was that was pretty good.
Yeah, it's so
like Rick just wanted him out. Like now he pretty much said like you're in the hole.
Right.
Like I brought your kid back.
Yeah, I brought your kid back. I fed him spaghetti.
Yeah, but if you have time, you gotta look back to the way he says that. I thought that was totally weird.
Right. He's like, I fed your kid spaghetti, Rick. And I tweeted, I was like, you can't have spaghetti Saturday. It's it's spaghetti Tuesday on Wednesday. And I tweeted Herschel Green, and he agreed.
Yeah.
He loved it.
Herschel
loved it. Thanks, Herschel.
But yeah, that whole interaction, I like it. What does that mean? Like, what is now he owes him favors now?
Well, he's always owed him.
No, but now he's saying he owed him half. But he took the whole. Not only did he take half, he took the whole thing.
Yeah.
He took Eugene.
Yeah.
He killed 2 people.
Right.
Well, basically, I think what Negan is saying is that Rick had brownie points.
Yeah.
Because when Negan got to Alexandria in that episode, the previous episode, Olivia told him, "Hey, Rick's out scavenging for you." And and when Negan was talking to Spencer, he told Spencer, he's like, "Look at you." He goes, "You're here trying to. You waited till your leader leaves,
right? And
now you're trying to, usurp his throne,
right?
And
you're trying to get me to kill him,
and he's out there sucking up his hate for me,
right?
And getting shit done, and you're here sniveling,
right?
So I think what he's saying is that he's up here because he thinks that Rick has finally broken,
right? And
realized that he can't get out of this arrangement they have, and then all of a sudden, because now Rick's people are doing all this shit, like shooting Lucille and and being a coward and all this other stuff. That
what has my table done to you? You have to keep hitting it. Why are you abusing my table?
For real?
You know what?
My table's had enough.
I was in the middle of a solid theory here. Okay,
I had to do it. Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
No, go ahead.
No, we'll move on.
No, go ahead.
No, that's right. That's right.
No, go ahead. Stop abusing my table. Tables lives matter.
What did my table do?
So go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, I don't know. Lost my train of thought here, but basically, what happens is that, Negan's saying that, Rick, you took 10 steps forward,
right.
Now you're 20 steps back.
Yeah.
Because of your people.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter, yep, I had to go there. It's like, someone messes up for the entire house, and you lose 20 points.
What house? Harry Potter?
Yes.
They have houses?
I'm done. Okay, never mind. My theory's over. Thank you.
How did we get to Harry Potter?
It was an analogy, all right?
Someone tell Pookie Bear this is The Walking Dead. Well,
that ruined it.
Yeah, Harry Potter ruined it.
It's called an analogy.
In Harry Potter. His glasses. I can see you on the other side of the camera.
Oh.
So anyway, we we got to the end of the episode finally, where everyone rejoices and they're merry.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
I knew he was going to do it.
Yeah, I was waiting for this.
Yeah. Hold on, can we just do this for 5 minutes? We're just going to sit here and stare at each other and just... Yeah. That's all, like, what? Oh, we're still...
Hold on, you got to do the Enid.
God.
Yeah, Chris did it really well. She was really weird.
They did it for so long, and everybody was just like
super. I was just kind of like, so when's the uncomfortable silence gonna stop? Like, this is weird.
Can I go to the bathroom now, or we just look at each other? Like, did we miss anybody? Yeah, just bring up like the male guy.
Yeah, we had a couple of good hugs. Daryl hands over the python.
That was cool, but then like I could have done without everybody staring at it,
or at least make more huggy
the group hug.
We could have done the group hug.
There we go. Like the gardener was there, nodding for no reason. There was a bird in the tree that was just like.
It reminded me of like an 80s or 90s like Full House or something like that. And at the end, they're all walking up towards the house together, and it's kind of cute, like the 80s music. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna edit that video.
The ending was music. The ending was a little, it was just kind of like, okay, enough with the head nods, whatever.
Okay, yep. Everybody's happy. We're all together. We're all holding hands. Congrats.
No, we decided to do.
Sorry about that.
Somebody didn't clear space on the camera.
He does so much. He forgot one thing.
Thanks, Matt.
Do you guys want me to walk out of the room,
Thank
or?
You. No, I appreciate it because Ryan just wants to bash me all the time.
Oh, really?
Take it.
Between
pardon Pookie Bear, where he has a.
You want to hurt me? I'm gonna hurt you, Chris.
Pardon Pookie Bear, where he has a moment over here. Apparently,
I'm gonna get you back by hurting the people you love. Damn table.
I'm gonna put somebody through this thing tonight.
Okay,
we're about to have a ladder. We're about to have a tables, ladders, chairs match.
Okay, all right.
That's fun though.
Anyway, so sorry, ran out of memory there. I was just gonna. We were touching on the end of the episode. With the awkward staring and looking at everybody. The hug between Rickle. We had the Rickle hug. The Rickle hug.
Rickle pickle.
We had the handing over the python, which symbolizes, Rick is got his gum back. He's Rick again. It's gonna be a little bit different moving forward because from what I understand, Rick actually goes to the kingdom himself and talks to Ezekiel and all this stuff. Where in the comic books, it's a little different as far as how it happens.
Didn't we say that in the preview for the February episode? That when we come back, him talking to Ezekiel. He's got like him, Jesus, Daryl.
Yep.
And they're all talking about like Ezekiel's like Hilltop.
Yep.
Hilltop Kingdom, Alexandria. We need to fight back.
Yeah. So. Yep. It's going to happen a little differently from the comic, but that's fine. So it's going to be for the people who decided to stop watching and let the view ratings go down. You can go F yourselves because the shit's about to hit the fan, and you're going to come back and jump on the bandwagon. Yeah. We don't care about you no more. We don't care about you no more. So that's all I got.
You're good.
Pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed it like usual. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our podcast, please, on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.
Tell a friend.
Yeah,
tell
a
coworker.
friend. Tell somebody. Help us help you.
Tell your priest.
Help me and him help you. We want to be your therapy for the week.
What he said.
Yeah.
And we're not going away.
No, we're not going away.
Yeah.
Next week we should be able to bang on something before Christmas. We might do a little Christmas episode.
Bang it out.
And we're trying to, maybe we'll throw in, we have like maybe this little Skype interview that we have scheduled aside, and we're going to pick up Orion's conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually excited about not having the format of just the show to follow.
Yeah. It's gonna be our
spread
own,
our wings a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to spread our wings and
Get
see
to
how
fly.
we fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. It's going to be a good time.
Isn't that a song?
Visit our website, BeaztModeNY.com. Check us out. We have a lot of fun stuff on there, interactive things, whatever. Just in basic knowledge for you guys. If you guys are interested in survival, prepping, zombie apocalypse, crap, whatever. It depends on how deep you're really into it. If you're into it like us, that's then you're deep. Then you're deep. You're pretty deep.
Deep.
Other than that, all I have to say is I'm gonna keep.
I was gonna make a balls deep joke.
Well.
I love how that was whispered into my ear.
Yeah. If for those of you who didn't hear, Ryan said he was going to make a what kind of joke?
Balls deep, actually.
Balls deep joke.
Balls deep. That's how I heard it.
Yeah. Very seductive and whispery into Matt's ear.
My skin was standing up.
Hair on your skin?
Your skin was standing up. Like your
Skin
skin just said, I've had enough. And you stood up.
Your skin rose?
Did I say skin?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Shit.
It's okay.
I meant hair.
Yeah. Hair on his skin.
Son of a bitch.
It's okay.
Can we end this thing?
Yes. People, thank you again. We'll keep doing us.
Keep doing you.
You keep doing you. Peace out, BeaztMode.
BMNY.
Later. All these things and stuff.
Are you thinking of gang signs?
Yeah, it's like butterfly.